Yep, got green. Can you hear me, Floss? Are you okay? Got bad weather? I don't know if you can hear me. I see green lights, so I'm assuming you can if you're in here. Ooh, what a week, man. I tell you, our weather has been fantastic. 111. Is that a sign? Is that a sign for something? 111. I hope that it's not that bad, but they were calling for it. I don't think we're going to get hit here, though. Yes. Hey, Shabby Chick, how are you doing? Welcome to my channel, honey. I saw your video. You got a great big refrigerator freezer, right? Is that what you're trying out? Bouge. Bouge? Is that the name of it? Nice. That will be nice. Very nice. Most people want us to put ones in the chat. Oh, see, you got to tell me that stuff, Floss. You're the one that does this all the time. I only do it every Wednesdays. I know. How are you getting this stuff sent to you? I want that stuff. How can I get it? Gosh darn it. Let's see. He got asked to do something too, and then so did Snoopy. Snoop with an E now. If y'all know who I'm talking about. Because her middle name is also Elizabeth. My name is Lin-E. The E stands for Elizabeth. So anyway, yeah. So that looked like a huge, huge refrigerator. How much power is it going to take? How long have you? Is it taking a lot of your power, or how's it working? I've been looking at. I want to get. I've got some room in my little van. Once I got 1,000 views. Huh. Oh, you got a lot on Facebook. I haven't even put I put my videos on my Campfire Girls Facebook thing, but hey T, how you doing, honey? Are you serious? Half the power? It looks huge. $3,000 watch time hours. Okay. Is that 3,000 watch time hours? Is that what you're talking about? Well, maybe I'll get there. 26, 32 watts. It looked really nice. I was looking at a console freezer. I'd like to have just a freezer because my refrigerator works fine. But I'd like to have. I've got room in between my seats for a freezer to keep my ice in. That's what I'm thinking. Has anybody ever used an ice maker? That's another question I have. Oh, well, that's nice. They might send you a bigger one. Okay. Oh, you're funny. No ice maker in the van. Sherry Miller has one. She brought one. Where were we? We were at a meetup, and she brought one to a meetup. And it was nice to have ice, let me tell you. See, and Kirby had gotten one. They got one for the shop, and it didn't even work like 2 months, I don't think. So I kind of got to, I don't know, I don't know which one to get. But anyway, so did you see my post? I ordered my trike, and I'm hoping that it gets here when it says it's going to get here and blah blah blah. I went through such a rigmarole with the first one that I ordered, and I got the battery, but I never did get the trike, if you remember the story. And it was weird. I still think that there's something up with it, because I got my refund and I still have the battery. And I just got a final email from Q Life, which is where this trike was supposed to be from, that said, you've already been reimbursed. Don't worry about the battery, because they sent FedEx here twice, and I don't have a return label. And I told them, I said, I don't have a printer. Well, I do, but I don't have any ink. But they don't know that. So I said, I don't have a printer, and it's not my thing. You need to either mail me a return label or send one to FedEx. Because FedEx was like, I got a pickup. I'm like, well, here it is. This is all I have, And so they never did get it picked up. And then the next thing I know, they're not going to pick it up. So I'm stuck with this battery. Yeah, it's an e-trike, T. And because I really can't use my foot to pedal. Although I'm hoping I can pedal a little bit. I don't know. But I was, what you doing, honey? I was walking Rosie. There's Rosie. Can you see her? I was trying to get this to where we can see her in the picture too. Anyway, I was walking her in the yard, and I'm like, you know what? This is going to be my acre here that is mowed really short. Good girl. You found your water. Good girl. I'm going to try and use my yard for my track to learn how to ride this thing. Hi, Dale. How are you, honey? I'm glad you're here. I put a post out on Campfire Girls about going to Quartzsite, and Dale responded yes. And I've been trying to get my stuff all put together after October. And I have been on the hunt all this week for a place to hold my spring Arkansas meetup that I do. And I don't want to, I love Mountain View, but I want to go to, if I go back to Mountain View, I want to stay at Blanchard Springs State Park. They're turning that into a state park, but it's not going to be open until the 28th. So I'm thinking that I'll go back there in the 2028. Hi, honey, how you doing? And then what I'm thinking, though, I've searched, I've talked to my friend Dory, and she lives at Hot Springs. At first, I thought Hot Springs, because that we could check out Hot Springs. But then I found, and it's going to be very, very, very hard. Third year's a charm, Dale. We'll figure it out. I want to go too. I really do want to go. But this place I found in April, I can't book the sites only 6 months in advance. And then I was watching what I do when I'm looking for these places I want to go. I find them and I'm interested in them, and then I'll pull them up on YouTube, and they're there. and they give you a tour of the, pretty much they're all tours of the campgrounds. I haven't found one that is not on YouTube yet, so it's kind of cool. Then I can see my sites and see, well, it looks good on here, but looks crappy on the YouTube channel. So anyway, this place is called that I want to get, and I hear this one guy, he had a video on it, and he said it took him 3 years to get into this campsite. And anyway, Kirby on here? I didn't see him. I'm talking. Um, you had sick dogs. Is that what kept you from going to Quartzsite, Dale? Because your dogs was sick? That'd keep me from going. I don't know if Kirby's on here yet. Anyway, this place is called, if you guys want to look it up, it's the Dam Site Campground on Beaver Lake. And it is close to Eureka Springs in Arkansas. And I haven't been to Eureka Springs for years. Last time I was there, I stayed at the haunted Crescent Motel, the most haunted motel, and with a group of women. It was fun. It was scary too, and we got spooked. So anyway, yeah, I don't think he's on here yet. Anyway, so I'm excited, but if I can't get the sites, and I'm going to have to get a group of women, I got it on my calendar, I think October 31st. You like Eureka Springs? I do too, Floss. I'm excited about this one. Maybe you can come to the meetup. But the campgrounds are beautiful at this place, and we are 10 miles from Eureka Springs. So, we can drive and spend time there. Well, there you go. Maybe you need to go down and see her when we do this in April. My dates are going to be April 4th through the 8th. And I want to get there so bad. This will be my third attempt trying to get down there to see spring in bloom. So it's so pretty, and it's been years since I've seen it. And every time I've gone down, it's already over. So I'm moving it up, and I hate to get into March. I think that's just a little bit still, winter. So I don't know. I'm trying April 4th through the 8th, I think, on that one. And it'll be my spring fling at Arkansas. So that one I'm planning, but I can't get it down until I get the sites. So I've got to get up and get the sites. Get up early when they go out or they become available, because right now you can't reserve them. So that will all depend on that. Okay, we'll get off that. I have a longtime friend. Yeah, Eureka Springs will be cool. So has anybody ever stayed at the Crescent Motel? Anybody know about the Crescent Motel, the history on it? I have a file this thick on the history of the Crescent Motel. I bet your friend knows about it, Floss. Anyway, I think I told you about getting spooked there. I think I did. I think I talked about that hotel here one night on the live channel. Anyway, that is the spookiest place I've ever stayed at. It really is. Yeah, the Crescent Hotel in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. It's beautiful. It is gorgeous. I mean, it's just a majestic building. But what happened was there was a guy back in the day claiming to be a doctor. And, Eureka Springs had all those, healthy spring waters and all that stuff that they say will cure anything. Well, he said he could cure cancer. And so, everybody was paying him to take their loved ones and cure them. Yeah, it's a beautiful building. But what happened was he would like cut them open and pour the water on it, whatever. And they found, his morgue was in the basement, and he had a cooler where he put these dead bodies, and there was an autopsy table that's still there. And he, do autopsies on them, and there was body parts in jars they found in the walls, and just all kinds of stuff. But a lot of people died there, and because of him. And it's a bad vibe. It's a bad vibe. There's some other stories. I won't go into it unless you want me to tell you. Oh, you can get on YouTube and watch about the Crescent Motel. Man, I'm going to tell you, it's every bit of it's the truth because I witnessed a lot of it. Anyway, it was spooky and it was fun. And I'd go back. I would. I mean, you said you need to stay here. You can't follow me home. You can go there. Okay. We won't go inside. We can just, so there it is. It sits way up on a hill. It's very, very beautiful. But there is another one. There's all kinds of other stuff to do around Eureka Springs. And it's going to be so pretty. I'm excited. I just got to get the sites. So we will see what happens there. So that's my plan for my April trip. And I went through, I checked out, uh, I think it was Catherine, Lake Catherine State Park, which looked pretty nice. Oh yeah. Do you remember the Ghost Hunters that started the Ghost Hunters show? The actual Ghost Hunters? They were there. Yeah, they got some good stuff in the basement. Anyway, um went through a lot, and there was another place I'd like to go to. Yeah, that's so true, T. That's so true. There for a while, I don't know, there's a bunch of us, we were all getting into the spooky stuff when we were younger. So we went to the Stanley, we went to the Crescent, um, just did all that, it was just fun. Anyways, we'll talk about something else. Um, so I booked a meetup in Texas. I don't know. Did I tell you guys about this last week? I think I did. The 1st of November. And I'm hoping I've got a gal. I hope she can go. I don't know yet if she can go with me because I'd like to share my site. It was kind of pricey. But if not, it'll be okay. But I'm gonna go down there and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna stay at a place I've been wanting to stay, and I want to look at it for actually doing a meetup, which was now I'm going blank. Magnolia Beach. Lulu had a meetup there, and it's free, no services. I think there is some showers there though on the beach, and then there's some little roof covered picnic tables. But you camp right on the beach, and it's free. So I'd like to go by it. It's only like an hour coming back from Goose Island. Yeah. You had to make a U-turn. No, I've been by it though, Floss. Quigley's Castle. Yeah, I've been by that. Been by that. Um, I was watching, I look for everything on YouTube, of course, and so there was a bunch of stuff there around Eureka Springs that I have not gone to. So I'm going to research it some more, and I hope I can get this meetup together for my spring meetup in April. But I really kind of, oh, it's so pretty. I love that area. I love Arkansas though. That's just me. It reminds me of Colorado a little bit. Just the rocky and the not really mountains per se, not the Rocky Mountains, but it kind of reminds me of home a little bit more. But I'd like to get a group to go to Quartzsite. I really don't want to go alone. I've never been there. Dale, have you been there before? Have you been to the Cube before? Anybody in here? Have you gone? Is Margaret still on here? You've never been there. I've never been there. What are you doing? What are you doing? I already gave you one. Come here. Come here. She's ringing. She's dinging the crock. Come here. Come here. Anyway, so I'd like to get a group. Never been. Never been. Well, I'd like to get a group, and I figured Snoopy'd be on here. She talked about going, and anyway, it would be really good to go. So I mean, I just really want to go at least once. I'm not. How long of a trip? Well, where are you based out of again, Margaret? Garden Girl. Ooh, right. I want to come over there and do a meetup. I could come to Pensacola again, easy peasy. I knew that. It's very far for you. It's like for me in Missouri, it's like 21 hours to get there, I think. Look, let me Google. Just roads. Well, I tell you what, you come stay with me. You come to Missouri. You come up through, don't go through, you know, Atlanta and all that. Come ride the Gulf and then come up to Missouri and then we'll go together. Or I'll meet you. I'll like meet you down in Texas or something or Louisiana or something. I'll just drive south until we can meet up. And then, I mean, it's doable. Senior dog, I understand. 40-hour drive for you. Oh, I bet it is, Sheb Chit. Um, I'm going to Google that for me. I thought it was 22. But yeah, if you just, you know, take 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 time, just say, well, I'm going to be, and just not rush it. Google. How far is Quartzsite, Arizona from my location? 22 hours and 41 minutes. It is 1,534 miles from where I'm at. And I'm by Jefferson City, Missouri. So that gives you an idea. Are you in here? I don't see him. There he is. 17. No. 22. Anyway, I just saw him. Yeah, it would take you. Yeah, I would say so, Dale. We just pick out a good place to meet up and head out, um, which can be done. And Kirby, right on. So tomorrow morning, I emptied out my van, and since Kirby made that wonderful shelf that's by my bed, it would, Dale. Yeah, it'd be really easy for us to meet up. Um, Tomorrow morning, I'm going back into the garage with Kirby. He's off tomorrow, so he made that wonderful shelf by my bed. Hi, honey. Thanks for coming in and saying hi. It was good to see ya. You still got to empty your van. It's kind of nice not having to, though, isn't it, Dale? Well, if you get back in and we're still on here, join back in. It'll be all right. We're pretty easy going. See you later. Um, so anyway, on the other side, we took the seat out. We took my third row seat out. It's out, and I think I showed that. And what we're going to try and do is, like, my closet for my clothes was behind the seat. The only thing really that I was using the seat for, it really wasn't that comfortable because it was so deep. It was really hard to get in and out of. But Rosie would sleep on it at night with her bed in there, and I put pillows to kind of level it up, or blankets. So I've got to make room for her. But my closet, I think I'm going to raise it up so there'll be room under there, and then we're going to build a box like a closet for right there, where I can get into it easily still. And then the shelf, there's going to be a higher shelf that goes up on my window all the way across. And then on where the cup holders are on the arm, how he did that one shelf on the bottom there, going to bring that out even further and make like a counter, a small little counter right there. So, and then I'm going to be able to push my toilet that is usually up in front of my refrigerator. I'm going to be able to push it up under that counter and get it out of the way. I'll have more leg room in my van. Well, you just got back, didn't you, Dale? How long have you been back from that meetup? I've done that. I've gotten back from meetups and I bring in, I empty my food. I get what I need. I get my medicine out of there, my food, and then I slowly get my clothes, and then I'll do the bedding, and it's kind of nice. Okay, yeah, it's time. It's time, Dale. My question is, I joined a group, and I was googling Quartzite, and I joined a group for 27. And I think it's just RV group for Quartzite or something, just so I can kind of, I don't know, check it out. But yeah, it'd be like the WRTR for 27 is like, I think January 8th or something like that. You're going to take your back seats out of your Sienna. Do you have the trunk holes storage thingy up? Fill it up or build a hatch door? Am I making sense? Yes, you are making sense, Margaret. Um, well, I've had it both ways. The original build in Van Halen, if you watch the video, um, it's the first video I did on Van Halen. Introduction to Van Halen or something. Anyway, not a very good video. It's a terrible video, but it shows you the back of my van originally was all kitchen in it, and you had to go outside, and it was walled up all the way. It had the whole bottom was open, and I had my table set in that. Then underneath my table would be my cooler and my like my dry goods or whatever under that table. And then on the table, I had a counter that came out. There was a counter. Then there's this wall we built. And then I had bought my boxes that I have now in the back of Van Halen to store stuff in. I had that all full with the dishes, the silverware, everything you needed to cook with. My stove set underneath that. So I had my stove back there. I carried my water in underneath in the storage, and I had at one time I had a sink inside my van with my water stored under there. So there's just all kinds of things you can do. You're going to have to figure it out. Now, what I have got going on, because I want to be able to get to everything from the inside. I'm not doing the big kitchen in the back anymore. We took that out. Excuse me. I have one of my third row seats is down. It's in the van, and that's where my bed is. My bed goes all the way back to the back. Then I've got my headboard there, and then on the other side is those baskets that I do still do put my dishes and stuff in right now. Anyway, um, then on the other side, the seat is out. We just took it out. It was sitting up, so I had that storage underneath anyway, and that's my garage. And then I have my closet kind of sitting above that. We built it out from the bed. So my closet kind of goes above the garage, and then there's just a hole that goes down underneath. And I've got a little plastic container I put in there that has like all my bungee cords, batteries, just everything that you would put in your garage. And then I have my electric cords for hookup. Um, I have a little tent bag that I put my dishwashing stuff in, like my dish strainer, my bowls, tablecloths, that goes down in there. Um, my extra butane goes down in there. Just all kinds of stuff. There's a lot of room down there. No, it's all open. I did not put a floor in my van. I don't need a floor in my van. Um, a lot of people, that the only reason you'd want, I'm leveling out. Your bed takes up, most of the floor, and it goes down. I'm sure yours is like mine. It's a Sienna. They're a lot alike. They're, the Pacifica, the Sienna, and the Dodge Caravan are a lot alike. I think the Sienna is wider than mine, though. I really do. I think they're wider. There's Snoopy. Hi, honey. Was talking about you. We're talking about possible quartzite trip. So I thought you wanted to go. But anyway, what have you watched my van tours at all, Margaret? This last build, I love it. And we moved my table that I had. Kirby cut it down to fit behind my front seat, my driver's seat. And it holds my TV and my DVD player. And then it comes out, and then there's a place right in between the seat where he built it up like that, and that's where Rosie rides. That's her seat. But once I get to camp or wherever I'm staying, I'll take that down, and then I've got more space to put like a fan or a heater or my coffee maker or whatever I want to put up there. I've got like a table up there also. And I love it. I love it. And then underneath the TV and the table is another shelf. And then I had like my seasonings in there. I think I'm going to move them up to the cabinet when we get it built because my feet kind of go down in there. So I'm thinking about I might move my DVDs down in there so they'd be right by the DVD player. And then underneath that is another shelf. There's where my power station is. And then that's all left open. This is the front stow and go behind the driver's seat. And so then underneath it, under the power station, is the bottom. And that's where I put my dirty clothes. It's all open. So I just got to shove them down there or put them down there and get them past the Blue Eddy. Now my Blue Eddy sits there. My solar comes right in on the side and plugs into my Blue Eddy right there. Awesome setup. Awesome setup. So then on my other stow and go, there's nothing in it, but I do have it covered. And that's the stow and go behind my passenger seat. And I have to move, my refrigerator sits there. So I do have to move my refrigerator out to get underneath on the floor in that one. And what I keep in there is stuff I hardly ever use. I've got my big pan and lid in there that if I want to get out and fill it up with water and heat it to take a shower with is in there. My shower stuff, I've got the submersible pump that powered USB powered shower head and all that stuff. I put like levelers for the car in there. Just stuff, that you're not going to use that often goes in there. And then the other one, of course, is the back two. One's shut, one's open, but I use 3 of them. I use 3 of those stow and go spaces. Rosie, you want to come up here and say hi? Oh, she's looking at the computer. She's getting used. She knew when I was sitting here and I shut the blinds. She knows what's going on. She's a very smart dog. Oh, heck yeah, girl. I tell you what, I've got more storage. That's that little video I made. I mean, if you watched it, I think it came out yesterday. Yeah, the stuff in my freaking utility room. Oh my gosh. I'm like, how does this all fit in my van? And I hadn't emptied it out like that for quite a while. And it needed it because it needed cleaned. And and my mattresses that I have are like they're bigger than need to be. So I need to trim them down better. And I finally ordered a measured mattress. It's just 3 inches of foam because I got a memory foam mattress I just need to trim it down more. And it's going, so I'm going to have a more comfortable bed. And I got my roof stuff. I've got my trikes coming for my, with my ramp that we've already got. And so I'm really excited about it. You do want to go to Quartzsite. Okay, well, I looked up 27 today, Snoopy, and I think that the women's WRTR is, I think it's January 8th. And I think it all starts on the 4th or the 8th. But so yeah, we probably need to plan it this fall. Get it going. I'm gonna get her for hey you. Today I did grooming on Rosie. Come here, okay. Come here. You looking for butt? Oh, you come here. You come here and say hi. Come on. Get on my little pumpkin. Say, everybody wants to say hi. Did you running for mama? What's you running? Say, yeah, we had grooming today. So, and which usually is not bad, but it was time. I had to do her nails, and she's looking, she's looking for a treat. She's had plenty today because she had her nails done, and she did very good. And so, what I've been doing, I'd like to go during the RTR. I'd like to go to the women's, especially, and it's before the men's, the regular one. It's not just men's. Um, Google it and see what see. But yeah, that's kind of what it's all about. Um, anyway, so I've been telling her there's nothing up there. You want to smell? See, there's nothing up there. No, nothing up there. I talked to her for about 2 days prior to grooming day, and I keep telling her we was going to have to do feetsies. We had to do feetsies. She knows the word. We had to do feetsies today, didn't we? Did we do toenails? Yeah. Yeah, I had to get my toenails cut, and I hate that. I really do. She really hates her toenails getting cut, and it just breaks my heart. I hate to do it, but I hate more. I was telling Kirby, I said, does this even make sense? I hate for somebody else to do it because I'm afraid they're going to hurt her worse, than it. So I don't know. I just would rather do it myself than let somebody else do it to her because she's so scared anyway. And when I got her, we take a bath, and I blow dry her and I cut her hair. I trim her hair, whatever. I trim her eye hairs, get them out of her eyes and try to get her face all trimmed up and trim around her butt. And but her hair was really getting long in her paws too. So I said, we got to do your feet, So usually when I trim her feet, I come in here and I put a towel on the coffee table and we sit in the living room because I'm standing up doing all that. I need to sit down. My foot starts hurting. And so I just started telling her 2 days ahead of time. So she knew it was coming. She was, had it going on in her head. And so she really did it good. She did pretty good today. I was really proud of her. Yes, you knew it was time. You didn't you? And your feet feel better. You were sliding on the floor with all that fur. Yeah, yeah. She's a sweetie pie. I think she's smart. I think she's a very smart animal. She just, who is that? Is that Rosie? Do you see Rosie in there? Where's Rosie? Where is Rosie? You see Rosie in the picture? Oh, there's Rosie. Yeah. You see Rosie? Where's Rosie? Anyway, so yeah, Snoopy, can you get off for how long can you get off for Quartzsite? Anybody there? I don't see anybody talking. Da, 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 da. Cool beans, talk away. That'd be good. 2 weeks. That'd be good. Okay. Well, anyway, so tomorrow, I'm taking Van Halen to the shop. We're going to see if we can figure this out, how we're going to do all this. And I'm excited about it. I'm excited to get my van put back together. Even though it's really too hot to camping, the nights have been fantastic here. But I just feel weird with it not ready to go. Does anybody else feel that way? Just listening to me yak. Okay. I watched. Okay, is it okay? Let us know if it gets really bad, Floss, and we'll say goodnight to you so you can run. I forgot what I was going to say. 70 without, a Route 40. 44's got tolls, Dale? Huh. That. Okay. That's what Google Maps says. Oh, okay, gotcha. That there's tolls. Yeah, I love Google Maps. I use it all the time. What do you want? You want to get down? You just want a snacky, don't you? Yeah. Oh, that's a good girl. So we've been walking the yard, her acre. And I had deer in my backyard this morning when I got up. Anyway, and then there were two big crows. So I've never had big old crows, and I could even hear them through my bedroom window. What are they doing in my yard? What do crows want usually? What are crows all about? Them things are huge, huge. Oh, I know Oklahoma has them. I've been down in Oklahoma. It's tolls, tolls, tolls. You go from one toll to another. Oklahoma, that one, Kirby, that one in Oklahoma reminds me of that ones we went through in, was it Orlando in Florida? Tolls, tolls, tolls. Anyway, I got my nose is running. Okay, so I ordered this thing. You're supposed to be able to hook it and have a step to get up on your roof. So Kirby took it out there, says it doesn't work in your van. Anybody want it? Anybody want one of these? It's a step you hook in your thing, your car. Pissed me off because it looked like it was using it had a slider door on it. Yeah, you guys aren't too far away. Well, that is kind of far away, but we need to have a meetup in Pensacola, Margaret. What are you doing? You're staring at the wall. Come here. Come here. Come here. I give you one. Just one. Ready? Just because you're such a quick girl. It's going to be a little one. Ready? Okay. Yes, I agree. That would be fun. I really like Pensacola. I think I was very impressed with Fort Pickens, and I remember we talked when I was going there before I went to that meetup at Kim's at Mill Dam. That was fun. I can't believe it was that long ago. It just blows me away. And I made that video on the memories of everywhere I've been on these meetups, and I was like, oh wow, I really did get to go to a lot of places this year. I'm pretty happy with it. I don't blame you, Kirby. We need to start. Yeah. Well, it's hard to get on. I didn't have any problem at all getting on Fort Pickens. Why was it hard for you, honey? Why is it hard for you? I didn't have a problem whatsoever. No problem. I did have to get I did have to I stayed 2 nights. Just did one, and then I said, "Oh, got to do another night," And so I did have to move to another campsite, but I didn't have any problem. Are you trying to get in that one main that was it Loop A where all the bigger campers are? Because that one's hard to get into. But if you're getting into like B and G or whatever, what H or something, the sites weren't that big, but we were just sleeping there and going to the beach. We really weren't camping there at all. But I understand what you're saying, because I looked back, because I remember I was telling Kirby about it, and I said, man, he would love to go there. And we talked about going, and yeah, I couldn't find any sites. So I got lucky, I guess. Maybe because it was February, when I was there is why I got that. I don't know. But it's like that place I got at Table Rock that I've been wanting to go to forever, and I had that Mother's Day meetup there, and I was amazed that so many women got to get in there, because it was hard. It took me a couple years to get down there after I found out about it, and it's another one I'm gonna get online to try and get again in May for another Mother's Day meetup. And so I got to get up early in the morning, and when they become available 6 months ahead of time, I'm going to try and get the one I want. When I was there in February, I'm trying to remember when I was there. It was the middle to the end of February. It was very nice. It was very nice. It was hot, actually. That's what I said. It was probably because it was February is why I got in. Well, that's when I want to go there. I want to go there when it's colder than heck here, I mean, I don't want to go down there in the heat when I'm hot here. I'd rather go to the mountains, go to Colorado and cool off, which is what I'm going to do. Yeah. But yeah, that, is there any other campground around Pensacola besides Fort Pickens, Margaret? Or any other, place to have a meetup there. I did notice that at Fort Pickens, there's also a group site there. I didn't check into it, I don't think, as far as having a group there, and I'm sure it would be no electric, probably. What? She wants back up on my lap. I'll bet you anything. You want back up here? Tell me. No, you don't get no more. That's it. No more. All gone. But anyway, yeah, check that out. That would be a really good deal if we could get a group site down there. And, I've got solar. Won't be no big deal. So, check that out. It would be fun. And just have a women's meetup there and go to the dog beach. That's what I did. We went to the dog beach, and it was prettier than the other beaches. Of course, I did drive in. If nobody's been there, it's a peninsula, and so the ocean is on both sides when you're driving down Fort Pickens, and oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It's the bluest blue. I didn't think the Gulf would be that pretty, but that is pretty. And because the Gulf down in Texas is not that it's not pretty. It's brown. And I, yes, you went there, didn't you? Yes, it's our secret. Okay. Starved Rock State Park at Utica, Illinois. I believe the camping at Marcel's is cheaper and not that far away. Illinois. Okay. Yeah, I haven't been. I don't. I've been in Illinois, of course. I've never camped in Illinois. Rosie, what are you doing? Come on. Get over here. Come on. Anyway, there's so many places. And like I said, I've been searching for all these different places. Of course, I love Arkansas, but I want to go there in the spring, and I really want to get into that campsite. I think it would be really fun. And they're beautiful. The ones I found, they're right on the lake. And, two vans. The sites are big. There's lots of grass for Rosie. And it's all blacktop. I can ride my trike. Oh, the Gulf in Texas? Yeah, it ain't pretty. First time I saw the ocean was in Texas. And it's actually going to be right by where this meetup's at, because Goose Island is right close to Padre Island. And that's where I always went and camped on the beach back when I was, it was before I turned 19. I was 18, just out of high school. And it's the first time I ever saw the ocean. And of course, that's awesome enough. But there had been a big oil spill. And there was, I'd get sand dollars that had oil on them and stuff like that. But for the first time, it was cool. I swam in the ocean, and we found sand dollars and shells, and jellyfish were there, and it was just a lot of fun. And we tent camped right there on the beach, so it was fun. But then, let's see, then went to Hawaii after that. Oh boy, that was very, very, very pretty. And then after that, it was Costa Rica, and that's the prettiest water out there, if you ask me. But Fort Pickens reminded me, it reminded me a little bit of going to the blue waters. What are you doing? Come here. Come on. Come here. Get there and lay down. I don't know what she's doing. So anyway, well, let's talk more. We can, everybody's going to be at Johnny's, so we can talk about quartzite then, and maybe get a plan together, and that'd be more close to time, but if I don't know how much time do you need to ask off, Snoopy? Snoop E with an E. Hello. I know she's probably working. As far as advanced as you can. Okay. Well, we're pretty early right now, so at least a month. Okay. So we're good. We can talk about it at Johnny's meetup then, okay? Because that would be plenty of time. That's September. Yeah, Gulf Shores, but it's expensive, isn't it, Margaret? And it's busy. is from what I heard. It's very expensive and busier than Fort Pickens, is from what I remember hearing. You're trying to figure out where the dome is? I can't wait to see it. It's going to be funny. It's going to be cool. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I like that group campsite idea. So that would be fun. That would be fun. Hey, come here. Come here. You're driving me crazy. I don't know what you're doing. You're tipping around. Say tip, tip, tip. Tip, tip, tip. Anyway. It's going to be a lot different than last year. There's a lot of people going to Johnny's meetup this year. It's going to be packed. Um, and it's like at Bev's. I know a lot of people are going to Bev's that are new to that, and I know unless they put in more electric sites, Floss. I know I'm supposed to have an electric site right next to Sherry and Mike, my friend Sherry Miller, and her husband, and then there was two other girls. I got electric, so I don't know. I didn't think they had that many electric sites. I thought they only had like around 7 or 8. That's funny. Well, you got a bathroom there with the big old windows going on. Yeah, you could stay there with Margaret, bunker down on your way to Missouri. That's the way I would go. I would go through Pensacola. Definitely, I was going to tell you the way I'd go, and I would go through that way. It's a lot easier drive. Yeah, there you go. Drive there, get a snooze, and let's see. You're going to be in September. It will be warm. So you really don't need a campsite. There is all kinds of Loves or Cracker Barrels on the route. There's apps for Loves and there's apps for Cracker Barrels that you can download and find out the cities you're going through on your maps and then just track them down. Have tacos will travel. Yes. I was telling Kirby about your video on your tacos. Oh my gosh, I got to try and make them. Them are going to be so good. I think Loves is too. They've got RV hookups now, but they're pretty pricey. And the only reason I wanted hookups when I was headed down to Florida is because it was cold. It was in February. So, I mean, we'd had ice storms here, and it was very cold. So I wanted my heater at night, mainly for this one here. So I won't need that going down to Texas, and I won't need it going to courtside either. Wait a minute, January. Yeah, I might until we get a little further south. Depends on the temperatures. I like to have heat. I don't like to be cold. Yes. Did you watch her video, Margaret, on those street tacos, beef tacos? Oh my gosh. I was telling Kirby about how you made them in the fried them in the pan. Ooh, I gotta try that. I've never done that before. They look delicious. And your guacamole, I like mine chunky. You going to Texas coast the week between Christmas and New Year's? Well, then we're going to be leaving for Quartzsite about New Year's, if not before, or New Year's. You might as well just stay down there. Can you do that, Snoopy? I'll pitch in if you want to make some tacos down there. I'll pitch in. Yeah. That would be scrumptious. Those tacos look fantastic. Well, I don't know if you can do all that with 2 weeks. You're going to have more like a month if you're going, because you'll have a week for Texas between Christmas and New Year's. And you go through Texas to get down to Arizona. I mean, I feel weird going to Texas in November and then turn around and going back, you know? I got a text from a member that was at the meetup. She's getting ready to start out on an Oregon Trail trip, so I'll get with her in a minute. You might think about that, Snoop. I don't know how you're going to combine all that together. We can hide it. I have an extra 28 hours of vacation. Oh, I see. Oh, well, that'll be fantastic, Snoop. Well, T, you've got me. You've got me. You got Floss. You've got Snoopy. You've got Cora. She's not here tonight, but she will be at Johnny's probably. And then there's Johnny. And Dale. So you got Floss, Dale, me, Snoopy, Cora. Floss, Dale, Snoopy, Cora, Linda, Johnny, you. We can at least make some guacamole and chips. Now, I was going to talk about the guacamole. I do like mine chunky, but you didn't mention what was already in your bowl, or I missed it when you were making the guacamole. That's why I said, what's the red stuff in the bowl? I figured it was chopped up tomatoes, but I didn't know. And you, well, Kirby, are you going to stay for Johnny's meetup? Which you're welcome to do. You're more than welcome to stay. Yeah, don't forget Kirby. And he is an eater. He'll eat a lot of tacos. That's why I said I'll help you make them. I'll be your assistant. But my guacamole, that's about how I make it. I do like a lot of salt on my avocado and garlic and the onions and the tomatoes. and lime juice. So we're right up there on the guacamole together. Yeah, we'll see what your work schedule is. But yeah, that'd be great if you could stay. We wouldn't even have to take the van down. We'd just stay in the camper the whole meetup. I know, Dale. Now you got the big van now going on. I don't know. I haven't even thought about food. Ugh. But yeah, to make some avocados and salsa, just to sit out and have a margarita. So we have a potluck. There is a potluck at Johnny's. I don't know about Bev's. Flosses, they're one of Bev's too. I haven't been to Bev's meetup yet. Hand you the guacamole and back up. Oh, we may have a standoff on this guacamole, Floss. I love guacamole. So do you like chunky guacamole or smooth guacamole? So we have, okay, so I'm going to have to come up with two things. I'll just bring watermelons. Chunky. I'm chunky too. I like chunky avocados. Yeah, I really don't care, but I really like chunky. It's usually the second day, or is it the last day? I don't remember. So we'll get an itinerary before we go. I'm trying to remember. I think the first day she does hamburgers and hot dogs. And the last night she will do the s'more, what was it, the s'more pie? Or what is that, Floss, that she makes on the last day? It's the s'more. I think we'll have a schedule once we get closer. Yeah. S'more platter. Yeah. Yeah. Hamburgers, hot dogs, and beverages the first day. She'll have some beers and stuff. And then we have the potluck the second day. And then the third day is the s'mores and music and dancing and stuff like that. That's what it was last year anyway. And ice cream every night before bed. I don't know, unless you've got electricity, because nobody gets electricity at Johnny's meetup. Bev has the s'more platter also. Okay. What you looking at, honey? Do you need to go outside? She might need to go outside. Well, I'm looking forward to it. Well, I got 9/11 girls. I got 2 people that need to give thumbs up, and I think I'm gonna have to take Rosie outside. She's squirming, kind of. You need to go potty? You need to go potty? But we'll discuss quartzite more at Johnny's in September. But so we think we got me, Snoopy, and Dale going. Floss has got electric. We're going to borrow her electric. Floss is sharing her electric with me. I'm going to park by Floss's little trailer. Oh, really? All kinds of s'mores? I didn't partake in it last year. Like I said, I was not. I didn't feel very good. No chocolate for you? Oh, no. I'm a chocolate lover. Well, I'll go get your water for you, Floss, and let me plug in if I need to. Just for a little bit. I don't have AC anyway, unless we take the camper. Then I do have an AC. Tinkle butt. Oh, who just wants her mama? Who just wanting your mama? Oh. Okay, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. Think about courtside, everybody. And there is usually, like last year, there's going to be some spots that we can probably camp. There's going to be a group of butterflies down there that we could just drive in where they're at and camp right with the whole group of butterflies. So I'm not really worried about where we would stay at once we get there, but the planning would be in getting there, our route. You got water and tacos. I think it'd be fun to have a taco bar. We should do that. A lot of space down there by you. Okay. We'll see. I'll have my tricycle, so I'll be able to ride further than I was last year. But we'll check it out when we get there. Of course, I'll be at Bev, so I'll be able to figure out what I'm going to do for Johnny. So that's kind of cool. Yes, exactly. So if you guys hear anything, let me know. I think Kim's going to be there this year. Out on limb with Kim. She's going to start taking off after a while and traveling, doing some traveling. But I think she's going to take off after her meetups in the fall, and I think she's going to Quartzsite this year too. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm going to take her out and get signed off of here. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next week. I hope everybody has a fantastic rest of their week. Floss, how's your storms doing? You going to be okay tonight? I hope you don't have any big storms coming your way tonight. Night, Margaret. Night, Snoopy. Night, Floss. Night, T. Night, everybody. Thanks for coming in. Have a great week.